There is also a temptation because of technology to then look at customers as commodities. The customer is not a commodity. A commodity means a statistic. You know, sometimes you generalize and say, these are robots, these are machines. At the end of the day, customers are human beings like you and me. So, avoid the temptation to see customers as commodities, because that's the temptation technology drives you to. That you can automate and, so sometimes this idea of when you call an organization, you are put on an automated process. That's a very dangerous thing. Because then the customer sees, oh, okay, this organization has just seen me as a commodity. What customers are looking for is personalization of the service. Now, the culprit is your contact center. So, avoid the mistakes, those companies that have designed the contact center around commodities. That you can put a contact center in India to serve people in Nairobi. The danger with that is you have somebody with an Indian accent who even doesn't know where Nairobi is, okay? And when a conversation begins, the person becomes very nervous and jittery that, you are a statistic. What do you want? Now, you Africans are very social. And you want to ask about, habari ya Murang'a, kahawa iko namna gani, the weather. By the time you actually reach the customer complaint, there has been some introduction. If you are talking to somebody in Chennai, what's the end result? He even doesn't understand what you're saying, and it's chop, your commodity, process. Customers are human beings, and they must be treated as human beings. Always. Imeingia hiyo? They are not commodities, they are people. They are persons with feelings. So what happens typically is the design of organizations today, we call it mass customization, where there's a generic, but how it arrives at the customer is personalized. So don't avoid the temptation of mass customer service, but mass customization. The combination of those two words, mass customization. You customize even when the back engines look at masses. The other aspect of technology is how you handle online feedback. Online. Today, there are so many online critics, and you know them, isn't it? And they are part of our society. You can't stop them any longer, because in the olden days, they had no opportunity to yap and yell at anybody. But social media platforms have given them that opportunity to yell and scream and do whatever is required. So therefore, you need to manage them, but don't bribe them. The truth eventually wins. So, what do? When they attack you and it's not true, ignore them. They have attacked me so many times, but I just ignore them. Because I know what they are looking for. They are looking for a check. So be clever in the way you interact with such characters. The other feedback is you must design then tools for measuring the moment of truth, that point where the customer and the organization interact. That has to be measured. So you must have a robust customer handling system, including complaints. So don't just call it a complaints handling system. It gives it a negative connotation. Call it a customer handling system, which includes complaints. Customers are not just there to be listened to when they complain. It is you listen to them continuously, endlessly. Listen to them. Keep listening. In most cases, customers, if you have well-trained, motivated employees, they will always be giving compliments. Just listen also to the compliments. There's no harm. Just listen to them. Because it is the moment of truth. It actually allows you to even motivate the employees and say, look at what the customers are saying. 90% of it is compliments. Keep doing it. It reinforces what you do. So it's important always to just have that customer tracking system. So there are many tools. I'm sure the metrics will give you tools of how to then do all these measurements. And with those measurements, whatever they are, it allows you then to appreciate the customers, to listen to them, know what their feelings are, and you continuously do it forever.